How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another FIFA 20 video. As you guys could tell by the screen and the title, this is not going to be our normal market video. We're actually going to be talking about just team of the season as in general. I'm going to be kind of going over it, kind of giving my opinion on it, and just reviewing it and looking forward to, the rest of FIFA 20, heading into FIFA 21. So, starting off, I guess we can start with the beginning of team of the season. Honestly, at the start, I was pretty excited for it. It was something, fresh, new, and obviously there's always going to be a lot of hype around Team of the Season. It's, probably, I think it's bigger promo than Team of the Year, honestly, just because there's so much happening for so long. But as Team of the Season really started to continue, I started to just not like it at all, and I think it was because of how repetitive it got. So, to start off, obviously, Community Team of the Season came out, and it wasn't the greatest. And obviously, it was never going to be the greatest. It was always just a kind of a bang average team to get everyone hyped. It had a few good cards, it had a few stinker cards, but nonetheless, it was still, it was the start of Team of the Season. It was hyped, and there was a lot of new stuff. And then Premier League Team of the Season came out, and honestly, that was the most fun I've probably had on FIFA in a while. Yes, we didn't get those 25k upgrades the entire time. We only got them on Thursday, but I still think the content was good enough, and it was fun. Even playing the game, it was a little bit sweaty, obviously, but even just grinding out and just after getting like goal 2, you feel rewarded and stuff, and it was fun. It was fine. We were moving on fine. Even on the channel, the content was great during Premier League. It was a great time, and then La Liga hit, and it was pretty similar. And then once La Liga was over, it was too predictable and boring. It started to become just a cycle of just a different team, and it's kind of the same thing we've gotten all year. We got a new team on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Pretty much nothing comes out that's grindable. You get occasional SBC player and then the objective player on Friday. Same objectives. Literally, I believe there's one time this team of the season where we got the exact same objectives as we did. I think it was the Sabitzer, and then whoever came after Sabitzer. I'm pretty sure it's the same objective challenges, it was dry. And then, we finish the week off. We get Monday, we get some kind of crappier version of the upgrades, whether it be 81 plus, some player picks. And honestly, it wasn't really that cool to watch. The only one that really seemed worth it was the La Liga ones, and I guess the player picks for Liga 1 were okay, but it wasn't that great, honestly. So we go on throughout the week. Tuesday, I don't even know what's in store for Tuesdays, but we just continue doing upgrades. Maybe we get some random SBC player, or usually we get like a flashback SBC player or something. The only good one we got throughout all of Team of the Season was Militao, and honestly, I thought he was a little bit expensive. Witzel was good, actually. Let me say that Witzel was good, but a lot of the SBCs that came out were very expensive and not worth it at all. And then we ended up getting on Wednesday. We get the guaranteed packs, which honestly were really bad. It seemed everybody got the same players, and that was whatever the worst 3 guys were in these packs. So that wasn't. That was just stupid. And then on Thursday, we obviously get rewards, which is the only time I think was somewhat rewardable. But even then, people who were getting like elite were getting the worst possible players from their team of the season packs. So it was really just a mess. You're still seeing the same thing we saw here. Gold 3 players, Gold 2 players getting, more back rather than, the elite players. And I'm a Gold 2 player. I bounce around between Gold 2 and Gold 1 and occasionally can hit elite. But I just think it's very unfair if I'm to get way better rewards than someone who got 23, 25 wins, and even 27 wins sometimes. It's just really ridiculous. So then, obviously, you finish that cycle, and it's the next team in the season. But it's the exact same cycle again. The same exact schedule, and it just really started to get repetitive after La Liga, because we already had Community Prem and then La Liga 3 weeks in a row of just the same stuff, and we still had another 3 weeks of just Bundesliga, Serie A, and this, and now Ultimate Team of the Season, and I'm honestly recording this video. This video is recorded a few days before Friday when it's going to release, and it's just because I don't care. I don't care about Ultimate Team of the Season. We saw Monday the packs for the SBCs were terrible value. You put an 82 rated team in to get only two 82s back. Same with the 83s. It's just like, what? Really confusing stuff, and honestly, it's just bad. So that pretty much wraps up the first point. And that is just, it got really repetitive, and it just wasn't, a lot of the stuff just wasn't worth doing, because it was just really, it just wasn't user friendly. It was like EA trying to control the market, and they try to do all this stuff. Next up, I do want to talk about the player selection, and I think this kind of goes over the whole thing of the whole course of FIFA 20, and that was just saturation of players, and I think they ruined pace at the end of this game. I believe there was like 5 or 6 team of the season probably more, team of the season center backs who have 90 plus pace. That's just ridiculous, because now it just doesn't seem like pace is a factor anymore in this game, because everybody has the same speed, and it's not like it mattered, because the meta, obviously everyone sits back, so it's not like you're even going to run past anyone anyways. But it just seems that we headed to this stage of team of the season. Is there really any players that are, that much better than anyone else? And again, like I said, the saturation of players has been huge. It's a big reason why this is the first time we've seen Team of the Season players really, really low in price. And after, I think it was La Liga Team of the Season, we started to see a big crash. No, it was La Liga Team of the Season. We started to see a big crash on the lower tier cards, because there's just so many other alternatives as well, that people just didn't want the cards. So you could pick up, a 96 rated Cruz right now for like 150, 200k on the market. And the same with so many other players. It's just, they just oversaturated, they just oversaturated it, this game, I believe. And they had to, honestly. There's nothing else to do in this game aside from play FUT Champs and D Rivals. And a lot of people don't even play Division Rivals compared to FUT Champs. I know for me, the last couple weeks, all I do is play FIFA on the weekends, and that's it. I'll go onto the game, I'll make some content on the week, but that's it. I don't actually play any games of FIFA, and it's just not rewarding enough. What am I going to do, play a game for 600 coins? I don't need coins at this stage of the game. They need to add something in next year, something to make midweek fun, and something to cut down on their promos, I think. The promos were good, don't get me wrong, but you added so many players throughout FIFA that the game started to get saturated with, cards that you could use. And now there's so many alternatives that there's no point in opening packs. I don't understand why lightning rounds sell out like they do. You can buy perfectly good players for literally the cost of the pack. So it's just beyond me why people do that. But like I said, they need something in the game, because promos were the only reason why this game was alive every week. If they only had promos every other week or every once in a while, this game would have died so much faster, because the gameplay is just so bad. And that's something that needs to be fixed in FIFA 21. I think they need a good gameplay, and they need to fix stuff. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I want to stick to Team of the Season. So, oversaturation, that is one of the reasons why I, say that. Alright, now I want to go back to SBCs kind of, and this is grindable SBCs during Team of the Season. Again, like I said, we only get the poopy ones, the ones we get on Monday, for most of the week. So you have to grind this week anyways. For Ultimate Team of the Season, you had 3 days or 2 days to grind your 82 pluses and your 83 pluses. I don't think I saw anybody really do them. And usually I do watch some Twitch streams. I watch, Run the Foot Market. Sometimes he grinds them. I don't think he's going to stream them at all, because honestly, they're just not worth it at all. And they're way too expensive. It's just really ridiculous. And then, the mid-icon upgrade actually expired recently. We didn't get a Prime Icon one. We don't have a Prime Icon Moments one either. So why? So they leave us with, for most of the Team of the Season, honestly, because it just expired during Liga 1, or Ultimate Team of the Season is when it first expired. So for the 6 other Team of the Seasons, all the big leagues plus community, We had a mid-icon upgrade to grind and put our, recycle our big cards in. 6 weeks for a mid-icon. There is maybe 2 usable mid-icons left in this. I mean, 3. Cruyff, Cruyff, Eusebio, and R9. The rest at mid-icon are not that good. Ronaldinho's mid-icon is not that good compared to, other ones. Zidane's mid one, I guess, is decent. But like I said, you never see those, 4 or 5 big icons in packs anyways. So we had, 4 months, or not 4 months, 6 weeks to grind out those, high-rated ones just to put them in the mid-icon upgrade, which is terrible because the mid-icons aren't, all the other ones are not usable at all at this stage in the game. You're better off just doing the team of the season ones. And then we don't even get anything good for high. We don't get any good high-rated guys. The only SBC I'd say that was somewhat worth it for your really high-rated fodder was Lucas Moura, and even then, I think he was a little expensive, but it justified his price because he's good. At a market value, he'd be around that. But look at that card. That is the only card we got that was probably worth putting your high-rated fodder into. So what are we going to do with our high-rated fodder? Because we didn't get that many great cards. What are you going to do? Are you going to put your 97 duplicate Luis Alberto into the 83 squad that was required for Danny Ings? What are we supposed to do with that? We just get the same low-rated SBCs, and that was something that was super, super annoying. I don't want to brush up too much on pack weight and all that because honestly, I don't know the facts behind it. But let's just say they need to do something regarding, they need to do something regarding the pack odds and upgrades. Honestly, I did not see many people pack big team this season cards during, the lightning rounds when they were out. It just seems like it's almost rigged. It was impossible to pack one of them. And it just throughout the whole thing, we got a lot of, untradeable stuff. So you weren't really able to, get those big players tradable unless you did League SBC grinds or you open lightning rounds. And that is my next point, and that's untradeable content. Untradeable content being added into FIFA 20 was one of the worst things ever. So over the course of FIFA 20, I think they added them in November heading into December, maybe it was. I don't remember exactly. But let's say we pretty much got an SBC a day that was, about untradeable, maybe not. Some days we would get multiple untradeable ones. So about 5 months ago they added it. Let's just say we got 150 untradeable SBCs, and an average if you were to discard is 4 or 5k over the course of them all, because obviously we got a few 25k ones that were untradeable, even the occasional, I think we got a 45k one that was untradeable at one point. So we'll say the average discard price was about 5k for that, if you were to discard the whole pack. That is 5k times 150. That is going to come out to over 500k. So 500k per player if they were to do every SBC and just discard them. That's 500k per player times the millions. That is a lot of coins off the market. And that is the biggest problem with, I think, Team this season. A lot of the SBCs we saw come out were to control the market and make sure people don't do too much. It's the reason why upgrades have been the way they are, is because they know people will make way too many coins off upgrades if they left the 25Ks out all week. It's the reason why, people are it's just why people are so frustrated, is because EA have tried to control the market way too much. I don't really think we've gotten any tradable challenge packs this year, honestly, or during Team of the Season. We had, just untradeable rewards the entire Team of the Season just to take coins off the market, and that has been one of the biggest problems, I think, is EA, they are too worried about people getting too many coins, so they take the fun out of the game, honestly, for everybody, because they're afraid of just, people having coins and being able to build too big of teams, I guess, which doesn't even make sense, because if you really learn how to trade anyways, you can get whatever team you want anyways. I've gotten super teams already. I had super teams in March, and then you just need to know how to trade around with the market. So them controlling the market doesn't really do anything, honestly, in my opinion. all it does is hurt the casuals and it hurts the grind part of the game, and it just doesn't make the game fun at all. And that's one of the big problems I think I had with Team this season. Overall, I mean, starting with the first 2-3 weeks of Team of the season, I would have given it an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I really had fun. But it got repetitive. It got annoying that we were just getting untradables and really expensive XPCs that just weren't worth it. And it slowly just decreased, the fun out of it. And this is just the menu content. I'm not even going to get into the gameplay because there were a few weekends where it was really bad. It was really sweaty. It was really poor connection. And just all of that stuff that people have been complaining about all year. It was really brought out, especially at the last couple of weekend leagues with, Mbappe and Neymar in packs, and then the ultimate team of the season now in packs. It's just been a mess. But regardless of that, I'd give team of the season maybe a 4 out of 10, just because it was fun at the start and then it dried out till the end. And hopefully, hopefully something comes from all this. Hopefully we can get some kind of good game heading into, FIFA 21, something new, something fresh, and just some new, better gameplay and better servers. But who knows? Obviously, we'll have to wait and see. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like on the video. If you guys are still watching to this point, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on Team of the Season and what would you rate it out of 10. And if you guys are new around here, make sure you guys subscribe. We got some more FIFA 21 prediction content coming out very soon, so you don't want to miss out on that. And again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.